Hi Laura, so just a quick video to talk through how you'd set this up. So somewhere in your survey you would have a NPS question and you want to show a different end of survey message to your promoters versus your passives and promoters. So you can have as many different end of survey messages as you wish, leading different people to different messages depending on how they answer. But just if we do want to just have two different end of survey messages, we would do this by going into the survey flow area. So in here, you would find the block of questions that contains your NPS question. This would go down the very bottom of your survey actually. So once they've actually completed all of the blocks of questions in your survey, you would add a new element and choose a branch. So this is where we can set criteria to direct people depending on how they answer. So we would add a condition. We would be basing this off of a question, and we go ahead and find our NPS question. Then we would say is, for example, promoter is true, which means that they are a promoter. We click OK, and then for the people who are promoters, we want to add a new element, and we want to add an end of survey element here. We can then go ahead and customize this end of survey element to have a custom end of survey message that we can then create by going to My Library and New Message. So this is where you can type out your message that's going to be specific to your promoters. So I can call this just promoters, for example, and just give them a message here, and I can save that. I'll just go say test for now. And only people who are promoters will go down this branch and will see this end of survey message. Now I can go ahead and set up more end of survey messages. I could duplicate this, for example, and then I could edit the condition and say if passive is true, for example, then I can customize and give them a passive end of survey message, another custom message. But if I just want to give the promoters a different message to everybody else, I can just have my promoter branch that just has the end of survey message in here. Then I can go ahead and add an end of survey element down here at the bottom if I prefer. Or anyone who just goes past this and just goes to the end of the survey will just reach the survey options. And this is where you can set up your custom end of survey message here for everybody else and just have your branch for your promoters. So just to recap, this would go right down the very bottom of the survey once they've actually completed all of the questions of interest. Then you would set up a branch that leads your promoters to a custom end of survey message. And then you can set up as many of those as you wish with different criteria. And then for everybody else, you can set it either in the survey options area or add your own end of survey message down the bottom, whichever works best. So I hope that makes sense and I hope that clarifies. But if you do have any questions or problems setting this up, please just let me know.